Loose ball. Griffiths tracks it down. Bounce pass over to Morgan. And one.
A good job by Morgan rotating over and really jumping and staying vertical.
Griffiths on the pump fake. Inside, nice feed. And finish from Griffiths to Morgan. Inside to Gary. Nice find. Andrew Morgan and one. (15-10). That will take us.
With 10 to shoot. Here's Morgan against Fens. Morgan going to work inside. Drops it off to a cutting Esijan for two.
What that does, Kevin, is the game unfolds. If you keep moving, and he's shown himself willing to move, you get rewarded. Morgan finds it.
Miles is behind the play. Nebraska has numbers. Wooster searching for options. Miles gets back in it. Esijan shoots over him. Couldn't connect. What a rebound, though. Vacuuming that in for the and one. Andrew Morgan going to head to the line for one more. What a start for Nebraska.
Shot out of a cannon. And good movement. Esijan hunting a three. So you talk about the shots they want threes, and then shots like that right at the rim.
Down low, speaking of right at the rim, Andrew Morgan meets the rim for two.
A couple of good seals, but a couple of good ball screens and rolls to the rim. Finding the big fella. The North Dakota State transfer on the board.
Patient offensive possession, good footwork in the paint, and a pretty finish from Andrew Morgan.
North Dakota State, or he's learned it in Lincoln, but it's the quick spin Euro step from the big fella. Woo! Nice.
That left shrapnel. Take cover. Now Morgan again. Hits the reverse and draws the foul.
Hey, much like Jackson Kohler for Michigan State, Andrew Morgan has been invaluable so far off the bench for Nebraska. Turn, rip, come under control.
Here's Ulis again. He's running the point because Wooster has 2 fouls.
Yes.
Starting point guard. He's on the bench. Good slip in. Morgan slams it.
Coach Bryce Williams doing a nice job off that ball screen. Good dive there by Morgan. No one over.
And almost got a steal. It was touched, so no over and back. Uktunjel curls around, a beauty to Morgan.
But Uktunjel made a beautiful pass underneath for Morgan, who sends it home.
Morgan came in the game averaging almost 9 and 5. He's outdone his rebound total already here in the first half, and another big block shot. Great rotation over by the Huskers at the defensive end.
Run the double at Andrew Morgan. He finds Juwan Gary.
But Gary, watch this. Read the defense. See the double team. Look how much space is wide open on the baseline. Find the open spot.
You've never had one.
I've never had one.
Andrew Morgan. And one as Morgan got knocked down.
Really good execution at both ends of the floor. This is watch the screen and then the direct roll rim. They double the ball, and then Morgan just
Coming up with a 4-minute mark in this first half. Uktunjel going to work. Wraparound pass. Morgan tackled inside. They're going to count the bucket, I believe. But let's see. Count the bucket and a chance for one more at the line. What a job from Berke Uktunjel. Just
Here at the vault. Great look. The deke was beautiful, and then Morgan threaded the needle to Hoiberg.
7 from downtown coming into today's game. Here he is with the dribble drive.
Beautiful pass. Oh, he dropped the dime. Counted and a foul. Clark picks it up.
Well, really played well.
You know, the students are not in right now, not in session, but you wouldn't know it listening to this crowd. Morgan! Great pass. Morgan in traffic, though. Stays with it. Count it. And the foul.
Well, Tim,
Another excellent catch from Andrew Morgan, but Sam Hoiberg is having a whale of a game. Off the bench, doing the toughness things. Nice pass in traffic. Morgan catches it, stays strong through multiple Bruins.
Multiply into the next game, and it seems as though Nebraska, the way they started today with all the turnovers, just couldn't find the rhythm.
Starting to work.
And Martini's so important. The Princeton transfer can really shoot it.
Oh, Morgan goes past Williams. Nobody there. Bailey faked the pass. Shot won't go, but the follow there from Oboli, and he'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
That's an example of Nebraska trapping the baseline, and when you trap the baseline on penetration, you leave yourself vulnerable for an open rim run. So watch as the ball's going to get driven. Asijan and Morgan come to trap, and all of a sudden the front of the rim is vacant. Pretty good play from Davis, too, setting his feet and finding a shooter.
The roll to the rim for Morgan. Count the bucket, and a chance for one more.
This is a great read and a great pass from Connor Asijan here.
Well, if you're looking for an MVP in the comeback for Nebraska as they were struggling early, it's Morgan running the floor and finishing. Timeout, Maryland.
And then running the floor, outworking his matchup. Great find again. Aaron Eula's been...
That's a big man to try to move.
Bryce Williams on the run. Can't get it to go. Morgan's tip won't go. Got it back again. Counted in the foul.
Great job by Andrew Morgan, sticking with it.
Defense is an area Nebraska's really struggled, especially in Big Ten play. Morgan inside. Count it! And the foul.
Nebraska had a comfortable lead against Illinois. Illinois came back, sent it to overtime. Nebraska, in a gritty effort, won the game. And there is Andrew Morgan, who didn't play a lot in the first half with 2 fouls.
Late clock.
Williams.
Pass.
Morgan gets in the air and scores. What a tough shot.
Watch this. Young players might panic here. Late clock and just jack up a 3 because they think the
Foul, and you can count it.
Some points on the other end and some hard contact sends Morgan to the floor.
Asijan will leave it for Hoiberg now. Andrew Morgan on the floor. And a cut. Williams with the finish.
Breakdown defensively by Ohio State. And again, moving without the basketball, he is rewarded.
Steps back. Got an open look for 3. Ball loose. Morgan diving for it. Wooster scoops it up, and now Nebraska will set it up. Inside. Morgan for 2 in the lead.
Well, the jersey may be red, but the collar's blue. Get down there and dig it out. And when this all ends, he's the guy putting it in the hoop. That's the difference right now.
They didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing because those are your top 2 ball handlers.
Yes.
Leach and Barnheiser. Blocked away by Martinelli on Williams.
Excellent court awareness by Baldwin, kind of slowing his dribble to allow DeLeon to fill this near lane.
And Morgan with a chance at 3 for Nebraska. A nice answer.
Peripheral vision, and then allowing DeLeon to fill and going inside.
Gary driving on Garcia. Reverse won't go. Morgan fading away. Got it over the side of the rim.
And even though he didn't score, that was made possible because Jawan.
Here's Hoiberg driving against Patterson, dropping it to Morgan. Morgan takes it up, counted in the foul. How important has Andrew Morgan been today for Nebraska?
And Morgan doing a very good job of not diving too soon. If he dives too quickly, he's going to bring his defender with him. But because he held that count, you saw Mitchell rotate into the screen.
Butte and Jill.
Those are the top 2 scorers for both teams. Thornton has 7. Williams with the 4 points to get started. Nice move inside by Morgan. Could be an and 1.
Andrew Morgan's got some footwork now. I think he figured out how Stewart is guarding him. So he's not waiting. He's catching and going. Watch. Catches, feels the pressure, goes the other way, Nice step through and concentration. Andrew Morgan.
Morgan, Wooster, 2 more.
Oh, man, Morgan, great lead pass over the defense with their 3 top scorers, and Morgan in the post.
Backing down Stewart. Scored in this situation in the first half and gets it again to the line.
I'm not sure that Stewart can play defense any better in this scenario.
Gary and Esijan each have 3 3-pointers in this game. They're both in right now. Inside of Morgan.
Oh, what a play. What a play. 3 defenders go out on the perimeter. Morgan dives hard. They find him, and he finishes through the contact. What a play by Nebraska.
Sharing the ball.
10 on threes off the bounce this season. Catch and shoot off the bounce doesn't matter.
Gary on the drive, trying to slither to the rim, and there's Morgan to clean it up.
Sean Phillips comes over to help on the Gary drive, and then no block out. Sean Phillips coming over. Andrew Morgan going up top. Nebraska fighting back in this one.
Very surprised. Nebraska, as Kim reported earlier, got together as a team, wanted to get going at this one. Maybe that Morgan jam will get them going.
Good read there by Bryce Williams.